Cooper Wow back with you here at Bob Stein Stadium at Lynn Cottrell Park in historic Dahlonega, Georgia. Game 2 action for you featuring the Nighthawks and the Saints. Weather has been pretty good given the forecast today. Stark contrast from the projected forecast. Still shows that there could be thunderstorms from 3 to 5, but it's 72 and partly cloudy right now. Throw down to second, excuse me, there. It'll be Sims Owens leading off again for the Saints. Same as game 1. Matthew Hurd's going to start on the mound for the Nighthawks in game 2. The rest of the lineup will look just about the same, minus Jack Davis is not going to be behind the plate this game. It'll be Luke Starling instead. Third base is going to be Jace Bowen, shortstop Riley Frost, second base Connor Frost, first baseman Edwin Bowman. From left to right, you've got Justin Bailey, Andrew Zapata, and Tim Conway. Saints fell a little bit short in game 1, but they're starting off with a base hit here. Now Trey Newland, see what he can do. Trey Newland had a base hit and an RBI, scoring one of the Saints' 2 runs in game 1. See if he can have another fruitful game here. Watch a strike 1. Bowman waiting for a pickoff attempt. Hurd doesn't want it. Runner takes off. Conway's not going to be able to get to that before it drops. And Trey Newland's going to have a double. Saints off to a strong start here in game 2. Able to find the gaps so far, something they were not able to do very much of in game 1. Donovan Garcia watches strike 1 there. Pitch inside there. Runner will not try to advance to home. One and one for number 1, Donovan Garcia. That ball fouled. Jace Bowen, the hero, saves third base coach from that foul ball. Pitch delivered high. Count is going to go to 2-2. That pitch just outside. The count will run full. That one gets straight up the middle and will score 2. Saints get up and off running early. Up 2-0, and Coach Cantrell wants to speak to Matthew Hurd in the infield. Coach Cantrell will likely be sending somebody to the bullpen on his return from this mound visit. Matt Burke steps in. That pitch in, strike 1. Pickoff attempt is somehow not in time. Nighthawks fans were sure they had that one. First base umpire says otherwise. Pitch outsides, the count will go 1-1. Another pickoff attempt. Two and one. One's grounded up the middle again. Now there will be runners on first and second. Still no outs for Jaden Ward. That one's fouled well out of play. one fouled the other way into the Saints dugout. One and two for Jaden Ward. Two and two. Swing and a miss there, and Hurd has his first out of the afternoon.
Number 15, Taylor Clapp.
Now Taylor Clapp will step up. One and one after that pitch. That one's hammered into left. Gonna send one. Throw, not gonna be able to catch up to the runner there. And the Nighthawks will fall down 3-0 here in the first. Now, DH Tim Kudlinski, will step in for his first at bat of the day. One and one for Kudlinski. Two and one. Inside there for a strike. 2 and 2. And it's fouled off towards the top of the net. That pitch outside, so the count will run full. Nighthawks have 2 pitchers warming up right now in the bullpen. Very light breeze from right to left right now, as that one's fouled towards the soccer complex. That one's popped into left center. Apata drifts under it. Will make the catch. And he'll hurl that one in to the cutoff man. Hold the runners from advancing. Now number 26, Caden Krezak will step up to the plate. Played all of game 1. Had 1 base hit in 4 at-bats. He's looking for another one here. Watches strike 1. Fouls that one back, so he'll go down 0-2. Jackson Wentworth on deck for the Saints. Fouls it off again. Another one off towards the soccer complex. That one outside for ball 1. This one's going to be grounded to first. Toss to Hurd from Bowman is in time for out number 3. So Nighthawks will come up to bat in just a moment, but they gave up 3 runs in the first, so they've got some work to do here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Greatness. Greatness is defined as striving to succeed. It is giving everything you have to achieve your goals. It's not defined by the numbers of games you lose, the numbers of shots you miss, but it's the risk in failing that will define your greatness. You earn it by showing up early, by pushing yourself every day, by working harder than everyone else. And when you've reached that point of giving up, you don't. Most people are good, others are great. Find your greatness.
How do you create something that's different than everyone else? You do it differently than everyone else. Here at Copeland Creative, we specialize in telling captivating stories of wild people, wild things, and wild places. We don't just capture the story, we immerse ourselves in it. We are a diverse, multi-talented media house based in North Georgia, and if you have a story that needs told, we want to help you tell it.
Up to bat for the Nighthawks. Leading off game 2 is going to be Jace Bowen. He's going to have to get something started here for the Nighthawks. Down 3-0. Bowen's up 1-0. That one's low and away, 2-1. Two and two after the foul ball. After Jace Bowen, it'll be Riley Frost and Tim Conway at the very least this inning. Outside there, count runs full. That one fouled off. So count will stay full. That one's grounded to short. Bowen's going to have to try and run this out, and he's short by about a half a step.
Now batting number 23, Riley Frost.
Good effort there from Jace Bowen, but it's not going to be enough, and it'll be out. Number 1, Riley Frost will step up to the plate. That one in for strike 1. Frost watches that one high. One and two. That ball in the dirt, so Frost will watch it. 2 and 2. Another grounder to short. Frost's going to have to try and beat this one. Won't be able to, so that'll be out number 2.
Number 5, Tim Conway.
Now Tim Conway is going to have to find a way to do something other than ground out to short. Conway watches strike 1. Strike 2. Tim Conway needs a moment to readjust his gloves. Pitch outside there, 1 and 2. Another grounder to short. Conway won't be able to beat out the throw. And that'll be the end of the inning for the Nighthawks. Take a break and be right back with you. Nighthawks trail 3-0 heading into the top of the second. You're watching Nighthawks baseball on the Nighthawks Sports Network.
With 6 locations across Northeast Georgia, Howard Brothers Outdoor Power Equipment and Hardware is trusted by both professional landscapers and residential homeowners for all their outdoor equipment needs. To learn more about the family-owned business that keeps Georgia green, visit howardbrothers.com. Bryan Properties is a commercial real estate brokerage firm serving Northeast Georgia. Located in nearby Cumming, Georgia, Bryan Properties specializes in commercial real estate along the Georgia 400 corridor. For more information on Bryan Properties, visit bryanproperties.net. The UNG bookstore is operated by Barnes & Noble and is located in the Chastity Building beside Starbucks in downtown Dahlonega. Fans and students can visit in person or online at ung.bncollege.com for all your Nighthawk apparel and textbook needs for the upcoming season.
Back with you here, Jackson Wentworth leading off the second inning for the Saints. Matthew Hurd still on the mound. That one's outside, 1-1. Two and one. Two and two. Full count for Wentworth. Popped high on the right side. Bowman calls. That'll be out number one. Back to the top of the lineup for the Saints. Sims Owens up. He had a base hit in the first inning. Hurd and the Nighthawks defense going to have to stop him from getting another one here. Hurd misses his mark there, 1-0. That one's popped into left center. Apata runs over and he'll have that one. Pretty routine for him. Now Trey Newland. Newland had an extra base hit that moved him and Owens both into scoring position in the first inning. They both later scored on a Donovan Garcia single. Newland's down 0-1. Swings and misses at strike two. Bit outside there, 1-2. Deuce is wild for Trey Newland. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that'll be the end of the inning for the Saints. Come back in just a moment. Nighthawks up to bat, still looking to respond to that 3-run first inning. You're watching Nighthawk Baseball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Chick-fil-A of Dahlonega is the presenting sponsor of the Nighthawk of the Week program. From supporting local charities to hosting school spirit nights, Chick-fil-A restaurants are committed to giving back in ways that are most meaningful to their customers. If you're looking for great food nearby, it is Chick-fil-A's pleasure to serve you. United Logistics is a veteran-owned and relationship-driven company with a goal of being an integral part of the community, providing safe transportation and shipping solutions, and being recognized as one of the leading providers of transportation nationwide. Visit unitedlogistics.net for more information. Established in 1984 in nearby Clermont, Georgia, the Chattahoochee Group is a local company that's grown to include construction, streetscaping, modular walls, metal buildings, disposal, concrete, sports field installation, site work, and more. To learn more about the Chattahoochee Group's wide range of project offerings, visit chatgroupinc.com.
Back with you here, Nick Levenstein's set to lead off the bottom of the second for the Nighthawks. Got the shift on for him. Just almost anything up the left side will work. Home plate umpire appeals to third. Third says he does not swing all the way around. Down 1-2. Dylan Faulkner on the mound for the Saints, working quickly. Two and two. Full count for Nick Levenstein's. That one's hit deep into left, and it's going to be foul. Take a break and be right back with you. Trainer's running out to the left fielder. We'll be right back. You're watching the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Meet Harper. Harper was born to care and always had your back. Like the time she spotted a friend's rogue retainer, a threat of a permanent overbite, and made the save just in time.
I got you. Thanks.
Today, Harper still has your back as a teammate at Truist, the bank with Truist One checking.
I got you. Thanks.
With no overdraft fees, a negative balance buffer, and automatic upgrades, it's the checking account that has your back.
back with you here. They're still tending to Trey Newland, left fielder. Put up a diving effort to try and get to that last foul ball, and consequentially ended up sliding into the Saints bench in the bullpen. Not sure if he hit his head on the ground or on the bench, but seems like he's okay now. Coming back out into left field. Nick Levensteins will walk.
Number 9, Connor Frost.
Now Connor Frost is going to have an opportunity to try and advance Levensteins, maybe chip away at this 3-run deficit. Strike one there. One and one. In there, strike two. Ball outside, count is even at 2. Count runs full. That one's hit hard but foul. Probably going to get to the street. Ball's not going to get down. It'll be a double play. Levensteins thought it was down, so now Edwin Bowman with empty bases will step up. Sliding catch from right fielder Sims Owens. He'll get some more action here for out number 3. So that's all for the Nighthawks here in the second. Take a break and be right back with you. You're watching the Nighthawks Sports Network.
Here in Dahlonega, we treasure our history.
We treasure our waterfalls.
We treasure our wine.
But most of all, we treasure our guests.
We are a family.
We treasure our community.
And we're an experience for you to discover.
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 The heart of the Georgia mountains.
The heart of the Georgia mountains.
Discover the heart of the Georgia mountains.
Back with you here. That one's hit deep into center. Apata there for the catch. That was Donovan Garcia, who swung on the first pitch there. Almost got it to go. Matt Burke. The second. Great play there from Connor Frost is going to get out number 2. Nighthawks starting to turn up defensively now. Jaden Ward down 0-1. That one's hit deep into center. Apata there for the catch. Before we head to the break, we're going to take a look at that grounder from just a moment ago. Great defensive inning from the Nighthawks, and maybe they can use some of that energy to score some runs in the bottom half. Be right back with you. You're watching baseball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
She has her whole life in front of her and already has a world-class heart team behind her. And so does every generation of her family, thanks to Georgia Heart Institute. Every day, our cardiologists, heart surgeons, and vascular surgeons bring breakthroughs that save and improve lives for generations. So whether you need heart care today or in 2073, we'll be here with the very best for your heart. Georgia Heart Institute.
Meet Harper. Harper was born to care and always had your back. Like the time she spotted a friend's rogue retainer, a threat of a permanent overbite, and made the save just in time.
Back with you here, Justin Bailey up to bat. Watches strike 1. That one's popped into right. Should get down, and it will. Justin Bailey's going to be able to get extra bases out of this one. Nighthawks using that defense, turning it into offense. Andrew Zapata with a chance to get his first RBI of the day. His first hit of the day as well. Sun's starting to peek out again here at the Steiner. Pitcher steps off for a pickoff, doesn't throw it, but it forces Bailey back. Potta fouls that one far out of play. Potta fouls this one off. Right fielder Sims Owens could not hang on to that one. Got his glove on it, but could not get under it for the catch. If he had, Bailey would have advanced to third, and instead, Bailey on second, Potta 0-2. Watches that one high, ball one. Potta staying alive here. The 1-2. Swung on, hit well into center, but it's going to be a high fly ball. Bailey won't be able to tag, and it'll be out number 1. Potta's still looking for his first hit today. Luke Starling with his first at bat of the day. We'll see he can capitalize on the runner in scoring position. Watches strike one over the outside edge. One. Justin Bailey still at second. Not taking a huge lead. Second baseman holding him to the bag. That one fouled straight back into the net. That one hit into the gap in center left.
Back up to bat, number 29, Jace Bowen.
Fly out there for out number 2. Now Jace Bowen's got to find a way to score Justin Bailey at the least. That one's popped into left, and it'll be out number 3. Nighthawks strand 1 in the bottom of the 3rd. Still trailing 3-0 here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Back with you here, Taylor Clapp up to bat in the top of the fourth. One and two. Outside 2-2. That one's lined into center. It'll be out number one. Now Tim Kudlinski will step up at DH here in game number 2. We'll see what he can do. It's strongly into right. It's going to be a bouncer. He'll get his first base hit of the day. Caden Krezak hits this one, a little blooper into right center, and there'll be a single to advance Kudlinski to second. Jackson Wentworth now with 2 runners on, 1 out to work with. One and 0. Be great if the Nighthawks could force a grounder and have a chance to turn 2 here. Right to left breeze. One's off the short end of the bat. Great job there from Connor Frost to get the double play there. Having a great day defensively is Connor Frost. We'll be right back with you as the Nighthawks come up to bat. You're watching baseball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Greatness. Greatness is defined as striving to succeed. It is giving everything you have to achieve your goals. It's not defined by the numbers of games you lose, the numbers of shots you miss, but it's the risk in failing that will define your greatness. You earn it by showing up early, by pushing yourself every day, by working harder than everyone else. And when you've reached that point of giving up, you don't. Most people are good, others are great. Find your greatness.
How do you create something that's different than everyone else? You do it differently than everyone else. Here at Copeland Creative, we specialize in telling captivating stories of wild people, wild things, and wild places. We don't just capture the story, we immerse ourselves in it. We are a diverse, multi-talented media house based in North Georgia, and if you have a story that needs told, we want to help you tell it.
Back with you here, Riley Frost getting ready to try and get on base. Pops that one into center. He'll be out number 1 instead. Now Tim Conway will have his second at bat of the game. 1-1 for Tim Conway. Outside and low, 2-1. Three and one. Strong hit ball to short, bobbled and caught for out number 2.
Number 21, Nick Levenstein.
Now Nick Levensteins will try and get on base again. He reached earlier in the game in the second inning via walk, and then was part of a double play. Didn't realize the ball had been caught. Sliding catch from the right fielder, and he was all the way at third, so the throw back to first was an easy one. Strongly hit ball on the right side. It'll be out number 3. And the Saints defense working quickly again this half inning. Take a break and be right back with you. Nighthawks trail by 3 on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
With 6 locations across Northeast Georgia, Howard Brothers Outdoor Power Equipment and Hardware is trusted by both professional landscapers and residential homeowners for all their outdoor equipment needs. To learn more about the family-owned business that keeps Georgia green, visit howardbrothers.com. Bryan Properties is a commercial real estate brokerage firm serving Northeast Georgia. Located in nearby Cumming, Georgia, Bryan Properties specializes in commercial real estate along the Georgia 400 corridor. For more information on Bryan Properties, visit bryanproperties.net. The UNG bookstore is operated by Barnes & Noble and is located in the Chastity Building beside Starbucks in downtown Dahlonega. Fans and students can visit in person or online at ung.bncollege.com for all your Nighthawk apparel and textbook needs for the upcoming season.
Back with you for the 5th inning. Nighthawks still trailing 3-0. Sims Owens, top of the lineup for the Saints. Matthew Hurd still on the mound. Hot hitting from the Saints in the first inning got them 3 runs, much like it did for the Nighthawks in Game 1. Since then, no action from either side on the scoreboard. Grounder to second there. Should be a routine play, and it is. Out number 1, recorded by Connor Frost over at second base. A 4-3, as the statisticians would say. Trey Newland up to bat. That fastball low and away. 2-0 for Trey Newland. Strike one over the plate there, and it'll be 2-1. That pitch in for strike 2. Count runs full for Trey Newland. Ball 4 and a walk for Trey Newland will bring up Donovan Garcia.
Now batting number 1, Donovan Garcia.
Runner goes, no tag applied on the throwdown. 1-0 for number 1, Donovan Garcia. Trey Newland advancing to second on the steal. Two 0. Won't expect to see him swing here. Strike 1 over the outer edge. Count gets to 3-1. That one on the low outside corner. Strike 2. Count runs full. Inside pitch swung on and fouled. That one's popped into right, shallow right. Connor Frost will drift under to make the catch.
Now batting number 3, Matt Burke.
Matt Burke up to the plate. One and one for Matt Burke. Grounder up the middle. Riley Frost, great throw from Riley Frost. And that'll be the end of the inning. Nighthawks strand 1. And they'll have an opportunity. We'll take a look at that one more time. Hit very strongly up the middle. A great turnaround throw from Riley Frost to get out of the inning. Stranding 1, take a break and be right back with you. Nighthawks trying to make something happen here in the bottom of the 5th. You're watching North Georgia baseball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Meet Harper. Harper was born to care and always had your back. Like the time she spotted a friend's rogue retainer, a threat of a permanent overbite, and made the save just in time.
I got you. Thanks.
Today, Harper still has your back as a teammate at Truist, the bank with Truist One checking.
I got you. Thanks.
With no overdraft fees, a negative balance buffer, and automatic upgrades, it's the checking account that has your back.
Back with you here. Connor Frost up to bat after that great play from Riley Frost. One to 0. One and one. Two and one for Connor Frost. Fly out there for Connor Frost will bring up Edwin Bowman.
Now batting number 24, Edwin Bowman.
No, that was Riley. The last one. Three and one. Edwin Bowman's going to walk there. Now Justin Bailey had an extra base hit to lead off the 3rd inning. We'll see what he can do here. A 1. Foul ball, 0-2. One and two, Edwin Bowman at first. Nighthawks need to cash in a run sooner rather than later. That one's deep into left center. It's going to be caught. Edwin Bowman will advance to second. Andrew Zapata steps up to the plate. Edwin Bowman now in scoring position over at second. 2 outs on the board. Hate to see the Nighthawks strand another runner in scoring position. Andrew Zapata fouls that one off. He's due. (0-2) for Opata. Grounder to short. Opata's quick, but is he quick enough? Not quite. Just a bang-bang play at first. The Nighthawks strand another runner in scoring position. As we head to the top of the 6th, Nighthawks trail by 3 here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
She has her whole life in front of her and already has a world-class heart team behind her. And so does every generation of her family, thanks to Georgia Heart Institute. Every day, our cardiologists, heart surgeons, and vascular surgeons bring breakthroughs that save and improve lives for generations. So whether you need heart care today or in 2073, we'll be here with the very best for your heart. Georgia Heart Institute.
Meet Harper. Harper was born to care and always had your back. Like the time she spotted a friend's rogue retainer, a threat of a permanent overbite, and made the save just in time.
I got you. Thanks.
Today, Harper still has your back as a teammate at Truist, the bank with Truist One checking.
I got you. Thanks.
With no overdraft fees, a negative balance buffer, and automatic upgrades, it's the checking account that has your back.
Back with you for the top of the 6th. Jaden Ward is standing in the batter's box. Matthew Hurd on the mound for inning number 6. One hop to second. That'll be out number 1. Number 15, Taylor Clapp up to the plate. Had a base hit and an RBI in the first. That went in the over the inside edge for strike 2. 0-2 for Taylor Clapp. Ball 1 there. Strikeout looking there. Tim Kudlinski up to the plate. Had a base hit in the 4th. See what he can do here in the 6th. 2 outs, nobody on. Ball 1 matched with strike 1 there. 2-1. Swung on, hit well. It's going to be into shallow right. Caden Krasak. One and 0 for Caden Krasak. Two and 1 for Krasak. Out number 3 recorded there, and the Nighthawks are going to have another chance to try and score a run. We'll see what they can do. We'll be right back with you. You're watching baseball on the Nighthawks Sports Network. Back with you here. Luke Starling up to the plate. Two and 1 now after that pitch to Luke Starling. Three and one for Starling. Full count. Pop up into left center. It's going to be out number 1. Nighthawks having a tough time finding the gaps. Solid job making contact with the ball. Getting it into the outfield, but can't quite get it into the gaps. Chase Bowen. 1-1. Bunt attempt there. It's a good one. Bowen beats the throw. The Nighthawks have a base runner here in the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting number 23, Riley Frost.
Nighthawks have had a couple different base runners in the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 5th. Now here in the 6th. Haven't been able to cash any of them in so far. Let's see if we can change that here. Riley Frost up to the plate. Watch strike 1. Lollipop throw over to first. Strike 2 there. Like to try and advance Bowen to 2nd or 3rd before you get to 2 outs if possible. Pickoff attempt. No tag applied. Grounder to 2nd is not what the doctor ordered. It'll be a double play and the end of the inning for the Nighthawks. Take a break, be right back with you. Heading into the 7th inning, the Nighthawks trail by 3 on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Greatness. Greatness is defined as striving to succeed. It is giving everything you have to achieve your goals. It's not defined by the numbers of games you lose, the numbers of shots you miss, but it's the risk in failing that will define your greatness. You earn it by showing up early, by pushing yourself every day, by working harder than everyone else. And when you've reached that point of giving up, you don't. Most people are good, others are great. Find your greatness.
How do you create something that's different than everyone else? You do it differently than everyone else. Here at Copeland Creative, we specialize in telling captivating stories of wild people, wild things, and wild places. We don't just capture the story, we immerse ourselves in it. We are a diverse, multi-talented media house based in North Georgia, and if you have a story that needs told, we want to help you tell it.
Back with you here as Jackson Wentworth is hit by the pitch.
Back up to bat, Sims Owen.
Ball 1 there. Back to the top of the lineup for the Saints. That bunt goes foul. Count will be 1-1. Runners will have to come back. Two and one. Inside there, 3-1. That ball in the turf, gonna be a walk. Coach Cantrell is gonna head out there. And this might be it for Matthew Hurd today. That'll be it for Matthew Hurd. We'll take a quick break while the new pitcher gets settled in, figure out who exactly that is for you. You're watching baseball on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
Meet Harper. Harper was born to care and always had your back. Like the time she spotted a friend's rogue retainer, a threat of a permanent overbite, and made the save just in time.
I got you. Thanks.
Today, Harper still has your back as a teammate at Truist, the bank with Truist One checking.
I got you. Thanks.
With no overdraft fees, a negative balance buffer, and automatic upgrades, it's the checking account that has your back.
Back with you here, Trey Newland at the plate. Jared Bales in for Matthew Hurd. Strike one. Excuse me. 0-1 count for Trey Newland. Pickoff attempt is bit off there. Thankfully, Opata in center field was ready. Bowman throws to third on the bunt. And that'll be out number 1. Good play there. Keep runners more than 90 feet from home. Now Donovan Garcia, still 2 runners on, but an extra base standing between the lead runner and home plate. Grounder to short, this could be 2. Throw to second was in time. Throw to first just barely beaten out by Garcia. And now runners on the corners for Matt Burke. 2 outs on the board.
Number 3, Matt Burke.
Runner takes off for second, and it'll be a free bag since the lead runner at third is a more pressing matter for the Nighthawks defense. 2 runners in scoring position now after the steal. 0-1 for Matt Burke. 1-1 after that pitch. That one hits him. After the hit by pitch, bases will be loaded for Jaden Ward, third baseman.
Number 11, Jaden Ward.
Grounder to third. Throw to second in time for out number 3. And the Nighthawks escape the jam. Take a break and be right back with you. Nighthawks coming to bat, still trailing by 3.
Chick-fil-A of Dahlonega is the presenting sponsor of the Nighthawk of the Week program. From supporting local charities to hosting school spirit nights, Chick-fil-A restaurants are committed to giving back in ways that are most meaningful to their customers. If you're looking for great food nearby, it is Chick-fil-A's pleasure to serve you. United Logistics is a veteran-owned and relationship-driven company with a goal of being an integral part of the community, providing safe transportation and shipping solutions, and being recognized as one of the leading providers of transportation nationwide. Visit unitedlogistics.net for more information. Established in 1984 in nearby Clearmont, Georgia, the Chattahoochee Group is a local company that's grown to include construction, streetscaping, modular walls, metal buildings, disposal, concrete, sports field installation, site work, and more. To learn more about the Chattahoochee Group's wide range of project offerings, visit chatgroupinc.com.
Back with you here, Tim Conway up to bat for the Nighthawks. Looking for his first hit of game 2. Nighthawks trying to find a way to fight their way back into this one. Appeal to first base there. At first says he wins, so the count will be 0-1. That pitch low for a ball. The 1-1 again low, 2-1. That pitch in for strike 2, 2-2. High ground ball there to short. Throw is a bit errant. Conway will have a base hit there.
Number 21, Nick Levenstein.
Levenstein's up to bat. No outs. Conway on first. See if the veterans can get something going here. One and one for Levensteins. Popped high and foul. Out of play. Blooper into right. It's going to be a base hit. Connor Frost step up. We will see what he can do here. Bunt attempt there is bit off. Fouled back. So it'll be 0-1. Nighthawks have 2 runners on for the first time in game 2. They'll be hoping to cash it at least one of those. Bunt attempt popped up again, and that'll be out number 1. Won't be able to advance the runners on that. But now Edwin Bowman walked in his last at bat, has an opportunity to try to score a run here. 1 out. That one's hit into left center. It's going to get down. Everybody will advance 1 bag. Now Justin Bailey is going to have the bases loaded. No better time than now for the Nighthawks to try and cut this lead. Grounder up the middle. It's going to score 1. Nick Levenstein's rounds third. That's going to score 2. Runners advance. Ball gets away. Bowman elects not to go for home. That'll be an extra base hit and 2 RBIs for Justin Bailey. And just like that, the Nighthawks have made it a 1-run game. Opata still looking for his first hit of the day, but he's got 2 runners in scoring position and an extra out to work with. So as long as he can get this into the outfield, even if it's a fly out, likely score Bowman at third at least, maybe even advance Bailey to third. That would tie the game up. Nighthawks finally on the board here in the bottom of the 7th. Coach is going to come in onto the mound and have a chat with the players. This might be the end of the day for number 30, Dylan Faulkner, and it is. We'll take a quick break while the new pitcher gets settled in. Be right back with you. You're watching baseball on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Back with you here as the runners head back to the bag. Coach Cantrell heads back over to the third base side. Andros Zapata waiting for new pitcher number 24, Gabe Partridge. Zapata steps in to the box. Zapata swings and misses, strike 1. Zapata swings and misses at strike 2. Cantrell's going to take a little batter's timeout to talk to Opata, try and calm him down. Give him an idea what exactly he wants out of this at bat. What they want out of this at bat. Hop up to second base. It's going to be out number 2 for the Nighthawks. Now, number 22, Josh Sosa is going to come in and pinch hit. Sosa check swings at that one, so it'll be 1-0. Inside there, 2-0. Three and 0 for Sosa. Strike one inside and low there. 3-1 with 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position. Nighthawks have already put up 2 this inning. But you don't want to strand 2, especially when they're only 90 feet from home. Ball low there, and the bases are loaded for Jace Bowen.
Back up to bat, number 29, Jace Bowen.
Bowen watches that one high, ball 1. Two and 0. Bowen swings in that one and fouls it off. 2-1. Edwin Bowman at third, Justin Bailey at second, Josh Sosa on first. Strike 2 there. Deuce is wild. A grounder up the middle there. Gets by the second baseman. Bowman scores. Bailey scores. Sosa safe at second. Bowen on first, and the Nighthawks have the lead. And now Riley Frost is going to have an opportunity. We'll take a look at that again really quick. Just barely getting by the second baseman. Out of the pitcher's grasp, scoring 2, giving the Nighthawks the lead. Riley Frost with an opportunity to get some insurance for the Nighthawks now. Didn't expect to be saying that so soon. Nighthawks have rattled off 4 runs here in the bottom of the 7th. Turn this game upside down. Strong hit into left down the line. It's going to score at least 1. Bowen rounds second. Stops at third. It's going to be an extra base hit and 1 run. Nighthawks have come alive and not a moment too soon. Nighthawks lead 5-3. Coach wants to talk about this one. Tim Conway up to bat. Bowen at third. Frost at second. Little 2-out rally here in the bottom of the 2nd. Three runs since the 2nd out was recorded. It was a flyout from Andrew Zapata. That one's popped into right. It's going to be out number 3. Saints managed to strand 2, but not before 5 runs come across home plate. Nighthawks lead by 2 here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
How do you create something that's different than everyone else? You do it differently than everyone else. Here at Copeland Creative, we specialize in telling captivating stories of wild people, wild things, and wild places. We don't just capture the story, we immerse ourselves in it. We are a diverse, multi-talented media house based in North Georgia, and if you have a story that needs told, we want to help you tell it.
Greatness. Greatness is defined as striving to succeed. It is giving everything you have to achieve your goals. It's not defined by the numbers of games you lose, the numbers of shots you miss, but it's the risk in failing that will define your greatness. You earn it by showing up early, by pushing yourself every day, by working harder than everyone else. And when you've reached that point of giving up, you don't. Most people are good, others are great. Find your greatness.
Back with you here, Taylor Clapp at the plate. For the first time today, the Saints have some work to do in Game 2. After the foul ball, it'll be 1-2 for Taylor Clapp. Strikeout swinging there. Now Tim Kudlinski will have a little bit of work to do. That one's going to get down and right down the line. It's going to be extra bases. Designated hitter Tim Kudlinski having himself quite a day, getting 2 base hits and an extra base hit in his last 3 at-bats. Just going to prompt Coach Cantrell to come out and talk to Jared Bales. Might be electing to bring in the closer. Take a break, me right back with you while the new pitcher warms up. Nighthawks lead by 2 on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Back with you here, Caden Kresak with a runner in scoring position. Pete Weil on the mound now for the Nighthawks. Strong hit there into right down the line. It's going to score a run. Kresak's going to get to second. The score is now 5-4. Jackson Wentworth up to the plate. Strong hit ball into center. Apato's going to have that one, though. Kresak can't tag. Two outs for Sims Owens. And Cantrell's going to come out, talk to Pete Weil. Be right back with you. New pitchers warming up. Nighthawks lead by 1 with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. You're watching Nighthawks baseball on the Nighthawks Sports Network. New pitchers Jack Amacio. 1-0 count against Sims Owens. Outside there, 2-0. That ball over the outer edge for strike 1. Cal moves to 2-1. Aiden Kresak, the runner at second. That one's popped up. It's not going to get out of the infield. Frost calls out Frost. And that's going to be out number 3. Nighthawks surrender 1 run that inning. They still lead by 1 heading into the bottom of the 8th. We'll be right back with you. Nighthawks up 5-4 on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
She has her whole life in front of her and already has a world-class heart team behind her. And so does every generation of her family, thanks to Georgia Heart Institute. Every day, our cardiologists, heart surgeons, and vascular surgeons bring breakthroughs that save and improve lives for generations. So whether you need heart care today or in 2073, we'll be here with the very best for your heart. Georgia Heart Institute.
Meet Harper. Harper was born to care and always had your back. Like the time she spotted a friend's rogue retainer, a threat of a permanent overbite, and made the save just in time.
I got you. Thanks.
Today, Harper still has your back as a teammate at Truist, the bank with Truist One checking.
I got you. Thanks.
With no overdraft fees, a negative balance buffer, and automatic upgrades, it's the checking account that has your back.
Back with you here. Nick Levenstein's up at the plate. Watches strike 1. Grounder there to short. It's going to be out number 1. Another foot or two to the right. It might have been safe. Instead, Connor Frost will be up to the plate. Foul ball there, 0-1. That's popped up into right. And it's going to be out number 2. Now Edwin Bowman, the man, will step up to the plate. Has a walk and a base hit in his last 2 at-bats. The 0-1 for Bowman hits him, so he'll take a free base, finding all kinds of different ways to get on this game. Now Justin Bailey is going to have a chance to try and add some insurance to the Nighthawks' lead. It's just 1 run. Justin Bailey pops that one back out of play. Swing and a miss. 1-2 for Justin Bailey. Swung on and missed theirs. That'll be out number 3. Take a break and be right back with you. Nighthawks lead by 1 heading into the 9th here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Back with you here for the top of the 9th. Trey Newland up to bat for the Saints. And the Saints need 1 run to force the bottom 9th. Weren't able to do it in game 1. See if this time will be any different. First pitch from Jacob Lassier, low. Ball 1. Now one fouled off towards the Nighthawks dugout. 1-1. Ball there, 2-1. Two and two. Strike 3 there. Caught him looking. Lassier's got 2 outs left to get here in the top of the 9th. Breeze picking up left to right this time. Donovan Garcia up to bat. Watches ball one. Popped up into right. Tim Conway there for it. Fly out, and now no runners on. Matt Burke up to bat. Down a run. Lassier needs one more for the win. Strong breeze now from left to right. (1-0). That one's hit into left center. And Justin Bailey is there to get the out. Nighthawks win 5-4. They'll take both in today's doubleheader, improving to 22-16 on the season. Again, the final score today here from Bobstein Stadium at Lynn Control Park is UNG 5, Flagler 4. Check in tomorrow. We'll have coverage of tomorrow's game. Thank you for joining us. Hope you all have an exceptional Good Friday. That'll be all from us on behalf of the NSN crew. Again, thank you for joining us on the Nighthawk Sports Network.